They're still out there somewhere. The bodies of Scott, Bowers, and Wilson, still in the tent where they froze to death in 1912. That's the ultimate irony of this ultimate continent. Scott's doomed expedition came to a fatal standstill in a blizzard. And yet now, entombed by more than a century of snow and ice, his sarcophagus is moving, constantly moving. The ice shelf does that. The place looks changeless and unchanging, and yet the ice is moving right now, beneath our very feet, as if it's trying to trick us with some kind of slow-moving sleight of hand. Why, even the ceremonial totem that marks the South Pole has to be relocated every summer just to keep it in the same place. According to the compass, the damn compass is practically useless. Past a certain point, to get to the South Pole, one must travel north because the magnetic pole is somewhere out there in the ice flows of the Southern Ocean. There are too many poles here. There's the axis pole, the magnetic pole, the pole of inaccessibility, the pole of cold. Through the centuries, the quest for each one has driven men to do things no civilized man would ever dare to contemplate. Or have they? Consider Scott's man, Titus Oates, crippled by an old war wound. He knew he couldn't make it back. Knew he was slowing down the whole expedition, endangering everyone. So he simply walked out into the blizzard to sacrifice himself. His last words? I'm just going outside and maybe some time. His selfless example was drummed into the heads of a generation of British school children. Personally, I think Oates was a fool for walking away. Scott more so for letting him. Now Amundsen had it right. By day he coaxed his dog sleds across glaciers and crevasses and shelves and praised their unquestioning canine devotion to duty. But by night he dined on the weakest of his mushers and just gained the strength to go on against the fiercest cold on the planet. My own expedition here, I believe, has proved the Norwegian right once more. Choose your companions carefully. I was told by the Geographic Society before I set out, for your life may well depend on them. And so I did. Men young of heart and strong of shoulder, stout men who could be relied on in emergency. When the winds kicked up and the blizzards howl and your food cache runs low and then gets buried under 10 feet of snow and you do the calculations in your head and you know there's only one way you're ever going to stretch things out long enough to get back to civilization, and how it's your name on the expedition, not theirs, so damn it, you're the one who deserves to live, not them. Choose your companions carefully indeed. For someday you may need to eat them. Scott could have made it back if it wasn't for that damn Oates walking off.